Hello my friends and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. In our last video, we did spend the day in the RR&DD laboratory, and our latest source of information on the murder of Halcyon Helen was assassinated before we could talk to her. So that happened. Let's see, we also picked up a new side quest at the end of the Spectrum where I have to collect a bunch of Spectrum vodka. And now when I was emptying my bags before I started today, I noticed that I already have the red, yellow, and violet one. And when I flagged the quest, of course, it's blurry again, it brought me over to the Purpleberry hedges, and there's another one in here. Oh yes, and I have my flamethrower equipped because all of the waspitos were still out and about. They did not get recalled back to their, I don't know, their nests, I guess, as it were. Okay, it's over the maze. So I need to go over here. Oh, no, not over there. Okay, let's go back out this way, maybe? Oh, no, that's not right either. I just want to get to the green thing. Oh, it's right here, dummy. We have the blue vodka. Oh, that's good. Now, to save myself some hassle, let's fast travel over to the Nut Hut, because allegedly this lady here should have information on the Spectrum vodka. Sydney Moyano.
Hi again.
Oh gosh,
Might I
forgot.
recommend a Rizzo's Dark Matter bar?
No.
It's so dark not even light can pierce it. Isn't science wonderful? Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Or you could give it to me like for free. That would make me really happy. Oh my gosh, this lady is so creepy. Well, have you sold any Spectrum from the storage warehouse shipment?
Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level Spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs, Hive Control, and the Conservatory. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Bertie bought my most expensive Spectrum when he visited. I wish he'd bought more. Oh, if you're looking for your own Spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as you have the bits to back up your taste.
I do have the bits. Let's see, does she have all this stuff? You have red. You have one of them. That's not really helpful. Okay, so what does it say? Yeah, it's at the Hive Control RR&DD Labs, Conservatory, Orchards, Groundkeeper, Black Hole Bertie. But where does the map send me? Nowhere useful, of course. I need to, the map. I am not appreciating the map in this DLC. So basically, I just need to keep an eye out for it. It sounds like, maybe. I think that's probably what I'll do. And then if it gets near the end of the DLC and I haven't found them all, then I will, I don't know, I'll Google as needed. But yeah, I want the weapon. I want the Spectrum vodka weapon. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I know I want it because it's probably a legendary and it's shiny, and maybe one of my companions would. Nyoka would love it. An alcohol-based weapon, she would love that. Okay, so we are coming back here because I killed all the marauders, but I didn't finish exploring it properly. I got so excited to go to the Purpleberry orchards and spend way too long there. There was a person down here. Okay, that's a long way down. Ah, and what's going on here? Fridge Dariator? What is that? Let's see, this gun is the answer to the question, what happens if you add engine coolant to a plasma carbine? Okay, let's try it out, maybe? I'm trying to think, maybe we'll get rid of that one. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's probably gonna be awesome. Triptease, what is this? Coolant Canister, a brief whiff of the contents make your head swim. Oh no, Adrena time. Run! Connector complex maintenance terminal keycard. Huh. I should totally have like finished exploring this before I went
Easy now.
into the orchards. Are they like just sleeping here? What's going on? That's so odd. And they left no notes, of course. There's blue gunk everywhere. Did they like kill each other over the gun or something? I'm like giving them a whole backstory. See, there's like blue. Whoa. It's not really automatic, and I do prefer an automatic gun, but it's loud. At this point, I don't know if I need the armor parts or hacking, lockpicking tools, or anything like that. So is the key to this building here? Maybe? It doesn't seem like it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. This person's body, probably? Yes. This person's body.
This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
I doubt Rizzo's would ever shed a tear over him.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure that... I'm a snarky captain. I'm not sure I do either. But it's fine. We'll be respectful. It's a terminal. Oh, the connector complex key card. That's where it was needed. So all maintenance personnel must thoroughly sanitize after handling engine parts. Associated chemicals are known to cause delirium and lightheadedness. Rizzo's reminds you that the proprietary engine chemicals are not intended to be used to induce delirium and lightheadedness. Any personnel caught ingesting or absorbing said chemicals, even unintentionally, will be cited for misuse of company property and charged wages for any affected shifts. So maintenance log, 247, topped off coolant should be set for another week. 248, coolant levels dropped faster than expected. I filled the tanks back up, but I'll keep an eye on them. 249, looks like we lost coolant overnight. Must be a slow leak in the tanks or piping. I'm requesting authorization for a full inspection from EAC management. 250, no answer on my request. Must have attached the wrong header, or maybe I CC'd the wrong subdepartment. Trying again. 251, my inspection request is still pending and we're still leaking coolant. 252, I'm just going to look myself, authorization or no. What's the worst they do to me? They could murder you. That's the worst they could do to you. So you have messages, Ramirez. Sounds like you've got guests wandering the premise at night. That explains the empty bottles and cigarette stubs. The problem is that they tend to wander off the side in the dark, and then hotel management has to run in circles trying to get payment for the days the guest is delinquent. Are you kidding me? So they get drunk, fall off the side of the floating islands, and the hotel keeps charging them for like not properly checking out. That is so Outer Worlds. That is so Halcyon, right? Anyway, I'll assign Security Officer Danvers to patrol the complex after dark. He'll probably insist on giving you nightly reports. He's watched a few too many serials. Easiest thing is just to toss them over the edge when he's not looking. Say you pass them up the chain for processing. Phelps. Okay, so somebody was stealing coolant for the gun that I'm using, no doubt. Purpleberry wine. No, I need vodka now, officially. Punch. Let's see. Ugh, more Adrena time. Maybe the Marauders brought it with them. That would explain a lot. What's over here? Wow.
Well done.
Thank you. There's this whole, like... Oh no, this is the entranceway that I came across. Okay, perfect. So let's see. I have the main quest, A Momentary Taste of Purpleberry. This is the one where the Dr. Blossom was assassinated. And what's this? Oh, coolant note. Okay. And we need to go back and report to Administrator Ludovico. And I'm assuming that is in my penthouse. But it says you found evidence that a certain research file was downloaded to a data cartridge, then deleted from the terminal. Administrator Ludovico will want to hear the results of your investigation. Yes, he will. But can I fast travel? I can fast travel right to my penthouse. That's kind of awesome. Because I want to grab Parvati instead of Max when we do the next quest. Because the next quest... Recording, gotta be around here somewhere. What? Is there somebody in my house? Excuse me. Hey, I've been ready to confront that guy. I was just gonna wait until he really embarrassed himself. Who is this person in our house, Ellie? What are you doing?
You think they'll let us expense the booze?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I do love all the wall space.
Oh, okay.
So much room for trophies.
There's no room service, right? Just asking.
Why would there be no room service? It's a hotel. That's like one of the big perks of hotels is room service. Sir, why are you in my penthouse?
Oh, sweet gibbering law. Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, it's not what it looks like.
Can I have your hat? Can I have your hat? I want your hat, because then I can be like a Spacer's Choice mascot and a Rizzo's mascot. I want his hat. Who are you and what do you want? Oh, sorry, I must be in the wrong room. Pretty sure it looks like Rizzo's mascot is in my room going through my things. Don't move. Keep your hands where I can see him. And then give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you. No, let's be snarky.
Looks can be deceiving, friend. For example, what looks like misappropriation may, in fact, be a misunderstanding. I seem to have wandered into the wrong premises. I have mistaken this penthouse for the Rizzo's Rangers locker room on account of my headgear cutting off my peripheral vision.
Can I have your headgear? Can I have your headgear and your outfit and everything to go along with it? Hey, Ellie, rough him up a bit. Felix, break his legs. I don't like your tone, Max. Do something about it. I'm not going to hurt you. Just relax and tell me what you're up to. Look at my face. Do I look like I'm in the mood for your nonsense? Will he say something about my mask? I'm going to try it.
Not even a little. I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Bertie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Bertie sent me to retrieve a message, something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter.
Yeah, what's the hurry? You've got time. Tell me everything. Did you find anything? You're out of luck. I found it already. It's pretty incriminating. Why are you so cheerful? Are you on something? Oh no, hopefully he doesn't have a thing in his neck. But let's go with the first one, see if I can get more information out of him.
It's extremely difficult for me to tell you no. In fact, I'm experiencing enormous mental anguish right now.
Are you?
Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise.
That was oddly convenient. All right, I'll meet you at the pilot house later. Not good enough. You're staying put. Tell me what you know, or they'll have to rinse your remains out of that mascot outfit. I mean, if only. But no, we can meet him later.
I figured you'd understand. Big penthouse like this, and you never know who's dropping eaves. Meet me over by the pilot house. It's the land complex with the big old engine that keeps us flying. I'll tell you everything I know, I swear.
Oh, I don't get a quest for it? I have to just remember? Well, that's unfortunate. I want his hat. I want his head. That sounds so psycho. So the pilot house. Okay, I wrote it down. I'm not sure it's going to help, but I wrote it down. Okay, well, let's check in with Administrator Ludovico.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization.
It did.
Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
Glad to be of service. Of course, losing me would have been worse. Perception. And more than a few lives. That doesn't bother you? Yeah. How does that not bother you guys?
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Oh, I've discovered lots of things. Reach for a cigarette. The plot thickens, Administrator.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead, murdered by an unknown killer. Helen insisted on touring the Rizzo's RR and DD labs. Someone stole data from one of your terminals in research and development. Well, let's start at the top and work our way down, and cross fingers I can do all of them.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector, as if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
She was in trouble when I found her. The other workers had turned violent.
Her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin.
Let's not leap to conclusions. I don't know who's behind her death. All I know is she did recognize the killer. Let's go with the first one, though.
I wish you'd give me a little more information, Inspector. Leora was a friend. But I promised to leave this investigation in your hands, and so I shall. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
I'll let you know if I learn anything else. Helen insisted on touring the... Okay, let's go with the Helen one. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea I don't tell the Administrator all the minutiae details of my investigation just in case he's the bad guy, because he could be the bad guy, right? I have no idea who it is right now, so there you go. Anyway, Helen insisted on touring the Rizzo's RR and DD lab.
Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
Okay, what were you going to show her during the tour? She spent a little time at the orchards. I found evidence she was at a picnic. All I know is that she was there before she died. Now let's ask what he was going to show her.
Little of consequence. We'd tour the grounds, pause at some locations appropriate for a portrait, let her shake hands with our scientists. Public relations.
Okay. Yeah, let's leave it vague.
You haven't provided me with much information, but I understand that you're avoiding conjecture. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else?
And someone stole data from one of your terminals in research and development.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Of course he would stick to that part of it. Not that what the data was. So perception and hack, you can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge. Our thief had resources. Whatever was in that data had to be important. This happened just before the Waspito attack. Someone was trying to stop me. Let's go with perception and hack.
A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with.
Maybe I shouldn't have gone with that one. Yeah, this did happen before the Waspito attack. Someone was trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else?
So who would have the permission to loose the Waspitos? And Administrator Ludovico did say that, the Waspitos were released without his permission, so maybe he has permission to do it. Maybe he's behind it all. Maybe he had a crush on Halcyon Helen. I'm going with some love triangle thing here, and that's why she died. That's my thoughts. Anyway, I'll let you know if I learn anything else.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
Oh, okay. So, hey, why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in my room?
Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't understand. Is this the lead up to a joke?
No, you heard me, Lou. Is there something about my tone that suggests I'm joking? There was a Rizzo's mascot poking around in my room. I'd like to know why.
I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. The Grand Colonial doesn't offer that kind of room service, I think.
It was a misunderstanding. I just wanted to know if you had anything to do with it. He had some pretty interesting things to say about Black Hole Bertie. You've got a serious security problem in this hotel. Let's go with the first one.
I most certainly did not. My policy toward Aerodynos is one of, shall we say, benign negligence. I keep my distance and don't involve myself unless necessary. In any case, let me apologize for this unfortunate business. I'm sure this mascot meant no harm.
Of course. So I'll take your word for it.
Was there anything else?
That's it. Okay, so my quest completed, and it said, you updated Administrator Ludovico on your investigation in the Purpleberry orchards. It seems that Helen was suspicious of some of Rizzo's activity, but it is not yet clear what she was trying to... But what... I can't... Oh, no, I can't scroll down. There it is. What she was trying to find, whatever it was, someone killed Dr. Blossom and tried to kill you to cover it up. It's weird that it wouldn't scroll here, but it will scroll here. Okay, so next main quest. So I want to do Prince of Tossball at some point, but I also have the man who chafed. Chief among Helen's many injuries and afflictions at the time of her death were signs of poisoning. Identifying who poisoned her and why could lead you to the real murderer. Speak to Dr. Goodnight to discover what she may have learned from Helen's autopsy. And where is that? Ugh. I feel like I want to bring Parvati and Ellie to the autopsy because Ellie's a doctor-ish, right?
What floor would you like to visit?
The autopsy floor? The lobby, maybe?
To the lobby we go.
So let's see. Let's leave Felix and Max. When I go visit Black Hole Bertie, I want to bring Parvati and Felix because I feel like Felix would get really upset with me if I didn't bring him to... How do I get up there? Oh, there's still...
The brochure never mentioned anything about mosquito attacks. What other dangers are they hiding from us?
I don't know. There's an upstairs. I should have noticed this a while ago. But I feel like Felix would get really upset with me if I didn't bring him to meet all of the Tossball guys. I feel like he would get really upset about that. No? Call elevator.
What floor would you like to visit?
Okay, never mind. I need some vodka. Medical center, okay. I love the elevator music so much right now.
Okay. Nice.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
Were you? In a locked bathroom? I'm so sorry, sir. Look, you guys have a privacy screen, at least in these bathrooms. That's what happens. All the fancy rich people get their privacy. But anyway, I'm off on a tangent again, like usual. Okay, so we've got bits we can't steal. Let's look at the terminal. Welcome, Dr. Winifred Goodnight. This is an automated reminder to make sure you clean the blood off your instruments. Ew. So, patient logs. Hartford Bosch. Another day, another case that bores me to drink. The ill-fated Byzantine of the hour thought it prudent to gorge himself on enough purpleberry wine to incapacitate a primal. He then attempted to reach the lobby by stairs rather than elevator and fell down 6 flights. Automechanical servants broke his fall. He broke their servo mechanisms and we billed accordingly. Fractures in left clavicle, right femur, parietal bone, ribs, more injuries than brain cells. I recommend replacing purpleberry wine with Rizzo's Spectrum Violet in order to appease Rizzo's company policy. What or just like limit them on drinks? Just thought. So Nina Han, extreme excitability. What did this one say? Back pains. Yeah, you fall down 6 flights of stairs. I feel like you'd have more than back pains. Finally, something a little different from the norm. Ms. Han came in earlier today, escorted by her sister, apparently not long after arriving on Aerodynos. The two of them went on a trip through the Purpleberry orchards. Ms. Han's sister visited the puzzle hedges but quickly became lost. When she eventually made her way out, Ms. Han was nowhere to be found. The sister claims that Miss Han returned to their hotel room several hours later, but has been unusual ever since. Her sister described the patient as formerly sullen, morose, phlegmatic, and given to melancholia. Her demeanor has transformed into an unpleasant degree of levity and shocking enthusiasm towards everything. I suggested vast quantities of cheap alcohol. You're a horrible doctor. She totally got like stuck with the parasite. So this was the autopsy report. Yes. So Bellamy, Ruth, cause of death, plasma damage to upper vertebrae, occipital bone, cerebellum. An autopsy report on Ruth Bellamy, formerly Halcyon Helen. Could this be the apex of my profession? Bellamy's corpse shows evidence of several possible causes of death, but I've determined the killing blow was plasma damage to her upper vertebrae, occipital bone, and cerebellum. Death was instantaneous and painless. Frankly, her death may have come as a relief. She was unwell prior to the attack, high concentration of poisonous compounds in her stomach lining, ingested during her last meal. Not lethal, but uncomfortable to the extreme. Spencer Woolrick complained of similar stomach ailments. Is this a problem common to professional actors? What, that they poisoned to self-medicate or something? That doesn't seem likely. So speak with Spencer Woolrick. The autopsy report noted that Spencer Woolrick had complained of intense stomach ailment recently, raising the possibility that whoever poisoned Helen also poisoned Spencer. Speak with him in his room on the VIP guest floor. Discrepancy amplifier replacements. These are replacement models of the Discrepancy amplifier fitted with backups of its logic module. A label reads, in case of careless inspector. Oh, in case I break it? Is that what you're getting at? Okay. Adreno. Can we save and... Hi, ladies. Talk to the nice doctor again?
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Yeah, I read your report on your terminal. Let's hear it. Would you mind washing your hands before you give me anything?
Oh, don't be so squeamish. You won't find any viscera under my fingernails. I trimmed them just this morning. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
Someone was obviously trying to poison Helen. You sure it wasn't just the hotel food? I should go speak with Spencer then. Someone was obviously trying to poison Helen. You sure it wasn't just the hotel food? I should go speak to Spencer then. Yeah, could it have been the hotel food? Although if it was the hotel food, there'd be a plethora of people coming to her, right? So maybe we should ask at least.
The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
You did what?
I did science. My profession.
This lady's loading. Okay. Okay. Someone was obviously trying to poison Helen?
Almost certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion.
Well, maybe they were trying to poison her and Spencer, and for like, I don't know, other reasons. I don't know. That's the end of my thought. But anyway, I should go speak with Spencer.
Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. You'll find him on the VIP guest floor.
Amazing.
I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting me.
Okay, bye. Ellie, I thought you'd have more to say.
Does being on the case give us temporary immunity? Think they'll let us confiscate a few stray bits?
Maybe.
Something on your mind?
Okay, that's it. And then Oh, there's Parvati.
I can't believe Miss Helen's gone. It feels like it's going against the laws of nature somehow. I used to watch Helen serials. She'd fall into mortal peril every couple episodes, but she always lived in the end.
Obviously. I'm glad I could take you to see Aerodynos. How does it feel?
Breathtaking. Have you looked over the edge of the complex yet?
Yeah.
Just watch the clouds turning? It's like an ocean without end.
But you could swim in an ocean until someone rescued you, in theory, right? Yeah, it is pretty though. It is really something.
Aerodynos and Olympus are the two biggest planets in Halcyon. King and queen of the sky. Looking out to the horizon, I get this feeling that we're in the company of royalty. Aerodynos is 100 times the mass of Terra 2, 800 times the volume, 10 times the diameter. We're flying through the tiniest layer of habitable atmosphere. Sometimes I can't believe how small my world used to be. My horizons were about as wide as the walls of Edgewater.
And now look at you, on top of the world. I'm glad we got you out of Edgewater. Are you going to be sentimental for the whole trip? Because I need you to focus. No, I'm glad we got you out of Edgewater.
I'm glad you landed in the Vale, even if you did land right on top of Captain Hawthorne. You know what? I'm spoiling the moment. Let's get back to it.
You are totally spoiling the moment. I need to talk to Max and Felix now. But let's go and get Felix, and then... Can I get to the penthouse from here? I probably can't.
What floor?
I can.
Next
Perfect.
stop.
Let's go get Felix and then head to, Black Hole Bertie.
What floor?
Let's see, the VIP guest floor.
You see Black Hole Bertie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Okay. I thought it was like an automated thing, but it's an actual person. Okay, now let's talk to Felix and see what he has to say.
I know we got a murder to solve, but I say we take our time. Enjoy the hotel. No one's allowed off the islands except us. The killer ain't going anywhere.
In theory,
unless they jumped off the edge. And they got some way to fly. Huh. Didn't think about that.
Wow, I'm really glad I brought you along on my murder investigation. You're font of useful theories. Then again, mine aren't any better. Hey, hi guys. Oh, look, another blurry map. This is such an annoying bug in this DLC. There we go. So Black Hole Bertie is... Oh, no, that's not Black Hole Bertie. That is... What is his name? Spencer Woolrick. Black Hole Bertie's over here, so we'll go left first. Let's talk to all these lovely people.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Okay, Slug people. Rizzo's Ranger.
Hey there. You a fan?
No, not really.
I'm getting worried about our mascot. I haven't seen him for a spell.
He was in my room. Is he off getting murdered now, no doubt? I should have, forced information out of him. Zeke Hannigan. I can't take your stuff. Black. I need black. Can I, sneak and get it? Okay, let's save.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Okay, he didn't get mad at me. All right, let's go to my inventory. I'm trying to manage it where I keep them all together. Okay, so there's vodka black, and I can't, never mind, I guess I can't. Which one's that one? Blue? Perfect. I'm getting a bunch. Classic semi-formal clothes. Steel classic wear express. All right, Zeke, let's talk.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Ranger's 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
I had some question about Halcyon's Helen's murder. How long have you been with the Rangers? What brings the Rangers to Aerodynos? Let's try that one.
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign Tossball cards, that sort of thing. How about you, fella? You after a signature?
Nah, I think I'll pass.
He's just being coy. Anyway, where was I? Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
You think you'll pass? I brought you along here because you like Tossball. What the heck, Felix? Well, how long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
Okay. 2 non-consecutive seasons. All right. Well, I had some questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Bertie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Everything. Where were you at the time of the murder? Tell me about Bertie and Helen.
Oh, Bertie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Bertie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Bertie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
I feel like Bertie might be being set up to be the fall guy because I feel like it's too obvious. A boyfriend who plays sports, who has a short temper, and she dies with injuries to her head, but I feel like he would beat her. This sounds awful, but he would beat her to death and not shoot her with a plasma gun. And I don't think he would poison her. Anyway. Do you think Bertie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Bertie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
Can you think of anyone who would want to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
Yeah, I feel like we read something there where the Prophet was emailing Helen and saying that Helen was being too mean to her or something like that, right? Maybe, if I'm not confusing the Prophet with somebody else. But anyway, where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Bertie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
What can I do for you?
And apparently that's it. Thank you, good sir, for your information. Yeah, like it's like a door, it looks like, to slide. I'm sorry, I'm so obsessed with bathrooms in this game. I do not know why. Oh dear, whose room is this?
Is that a woolly cow? Why is there a woolly cow in the hotel? Also, why do I smell alcohol?
Why is there a woolly cow in the hotel? I don't understand.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I feel like this is some sort of meme or like an Easter egg, and I'm not smart enough to figure it out. Okay, we need to close the door so we can rob the place appropriately. Because, examine. Black Hole Bertie's signed Tossball. This Tossball, signed by Bertie the Black Hole Holcomb, was presented to Dr. Margrave on a special guest episode of Space Hospital to thank her for removing a Tossball stick embedded in his head. There was a stick in your head, dude? Like, that sounds painful. Sorry.
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room.
Right?
Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
And it's alive. For when I first saw it, I thought it was dead, and it's just passed out. So and the recommended maximum blood alcohol ratio for a woolly cow is
0.
So a cow can't have a good time in this colony?
This unit has not been programmed to include bovine jurisprudence in its library of information. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
Was Black Hole Bertie here? And how can you tell that? But, can I, like, yeah, how can you tell?
A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Which would probably be Black Hole Bertie. Okay. It's alive. I mean, it's kind of cute. Are his eyes open? I can't tell. Sorry, we have to investigate this. Nope. There we go. There's his scope. I mean, we're spending way too long on the woolly cow. Oh my gosh. What? You know what? I don't need to know. I don't even want to know. And cap build style A. Plaid collection. Fall plaid collection. And wide brimmed hat. Oh, okay. Well, let's save. I feel like I haven't done that in quite some time. Slug security. Okay, so Bertie's over there, so let's go this way. Whose room is this? All right, again, rules apply. Shut the door behind you so we can steal without being interrupted. Like, where? I should have brought Ellie. Felix had absolutely nothing to say. Oh, they put the Purpleberry punch. It's like the chocolates on the pillow at fancy hotels. Only they didn't do a proper turn-down service. Where they, like, you know, make the bed or unmake the bed so you can just, like, crawl into it, eat your chocolate, cover yourself up, and go right to sleep. You know, that is so fancy. Classic wear. Lock and cider. Okay. Anything else over here?
Hey, you got it open.
I did. Classic wear Umbra and then Express. Okay, that was anticlimactic. I was hoping there'd be some like secret clue or something in here. All right, let's save and go talk to Black Hole Bertie. What does it say? Hollywood Talkies star sighting. Extra, read all about it. Screen legend spotted en route. The vintage newspaper. You know, just making some room. Oh my.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Champion Tossball blocker. Okay. Felix, in or out? Pick one. What's this one here?
The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
I can make out the words station, meeting point, and emergency. Amplifier, can you identify what was on that letter? Poke the ashes cold. Any idea when this happened? No, I can't do perception, so let's try to do number 2.
Unfortunately, most of the writing is beyond recovery. The words station, meeting point, and emergency are all that can be discerned.
Station, meeting point, emergency. You think it's talking about the atmospheric station? Or maybe the pilot house? Could be anywhere.
Or it could be both. We have to go to the pilot house to meet the mascot anyway. Poke the ashes cold. Any idea when this happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
I need a more solid lead. Better keep looking around. But I got an update. You found references in a destroyed letter that could refer to an emergency meeting point in a station, but where? Indigo. I feel like I needed that one. Again, I don't want to know what's going on there. Felix, in or out? Pick one. Is that a special weapon? It's not a special weapon. And there was another one over here. Ooh.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A single footprint, size 10, tossball cleat-sized.
Amplifier, analyze the footprint for any residue.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
High concentration of oxygen usually points to a terraformer. Where can we find a high concentration of oxygen on Aerodynos?
The most likely origin of the residue comes from the pilot house. The pilot house controls the breathable atmosphere surrounding the Aerodynos complex.
Clues I found point me to the Phaeton pilot house's weather monitoring system. And that's where we had to go meet the Mascot, who was in Helen's room looking through her stuff for something for Bertie, and also told me to go meet him at the pilot house, so maybe that's where Bertie is? Maybe? Okay, the Dissident Queen at Chapter 2 continued. Two huge shapes suddenly bore down upon them. Halcyon Helen saw that these were the same creatures she had faced on Maximillian Mercer's ship. From the waist down, they had human attributes, but above were slick and jet black. These were the Dissident's evil agents, half men, half giant, limbless slugs. Helen, acting with canid-like swiftness, darted out of the way as the first slug struck out with its fangs. Olympus Opal, however, was not as fortunate. So paralyzed was she by the first creature's visage that she could not defend herself from the second. Its teeth clamped down on her neck, and after a few moments' struggle, she expired. I feel like I'm sensing a pattern here. Like in Chapter 1, she had a partner who died. In Chapter 2, she has a partner who died. I feel like, they're wearing too many red shirts or something. I don't know. Having regained her footing, Helen drew the Spacer's Choice pistols taken from Mercer's corpse, still functioning well despite their economic make, and let loose. And ere the first spent casings met the ground, both slugmen lay in pools of their own blood. Apologies, my friend, Helen said sadly as she looked on Olympus Opal's still body. But I wish you had heeded my warning. The colony has lost a great employee today. With that, she holstered her pistols and stepped into the Marauder base. I feel like I'm reading so poorly today, just like usual. Pick up signed Tossball stick. Well, there we go. Maybe I should give that to Felix. Felix, would you like a signed Tossball stick? It does slightly more damage. 739, and then it does a lot more damage. I think that's... Oh, no. There's stuff over here. Signed or steel Tossball card, Tyson Christensen. Okay. Now I think that's it. Okay, well, we do still have time to explore the other half. But where is the... That must be where the... What did they say? The pilot house? Maybe that's where we'll go next, that little island. But first things first, let's speak to, what is it, a man who chafed? Or the man who chafed, rather.
Okay, go quiet. Wow, how'd you do that?
I don't know, and no one got mad at me about it too, which is also very nice. And I'm not stealing in here. Seems kind of odd.
Great work.
Thanks. So many things to sell. Bits and... Okay. I just need more vodka. Really, that's why we're just looting the rooms. It's just to get more vodka.
Nicely done.
Look, they've got water, they've got their mini fridge, they've got a coffee set up in the morning. I don't know what that really is supposed to be. Maybe it's like a hot plate of some sort. Not a bad setup. Private bathrooms. Lockpicks. Ooh, was this guy a thief or something? Because he had a gun. Fedora hat, red banded. Going on here? I love the suitcases though. They're like such old school kind of style suitcases, and I love it. Okay, nope, this way. So the chatty guy is over there, so let's go over here. Oh my gosh! It's Burbridge 3001! Can I, like, take his stuff? Oxonian? What is that? Just a top hat, right? No, that's so... not gonna work for me. I want the Rizzo's Rangers mascot head. Like a lot. Look, they put it on his pillow instead of chocolate. And like he's got parts everywhere and there's top hats everywhere. I'm gonna take all the top hats. I need them to upgrade weapons potentially, right? Or buy vodka or something. It's so silly. Mnemonic piston. Okay, let's save and talk to Burbage 3001.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
That's right. I did do that bit on, what was it? On Byzantium. And he remembered it. Oh, yep. I'm a star. Flatter me like it's in your programming. I've never heard of you. I didn't know machines could be actors. I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you? Ooh. Let's go with the first one.
Initiating sycophantic protocol. Generating random flattery table. Where do you get your inspiration? This unit would like to talk to you about your craft. This unit has been programmed to simulate envy. Flattery table exhausted. Sycophantic protocol ended. Reverting to default behavior. Grieving and despair.
Oh.
Oh. Halcyon, Helen. You will be missed.
Poor guy. You knew Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
Does that include dying? It almost sounds like you've got a motive for murdering Helen. We're going with the first one.
This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed drama, Waiting for Rizzo's. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen. Is there no justice in the world?
So yeah, who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted. Reverting to default behavior. Grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the Aether.
Okay, bye. Oh, that was so great. Got his gun. Looks like, right? Oh, and he's got like a little tuxedo on. That's so cute. Oh. Well, I know that the guy that I need to talk to is right over here. What was his name again? Spencer Woolrich. I feel like that's so stereotypical. Everybody forgets who he is. But anyway, I know I need to speak to him, but I'm pretty much at time for today. And they said that he likes to monologue, so that could take a while to get through. So we will pick back up here on Tuesday, talk to Spencer, and hopefully, ideally, be done in time to leave and go over to this other island over here and find the Rizzo's mascot and maybe Black Hole Bertie. I still want the mascot's head. the headgear, his mask. There we go. That's the right words. But anyway, as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Tuesday with another new Outer Worlds video.